Yikes, Mzansi. Hey, Mzansi. Hello and welcome to Entertainment News, Mzansi. If you're new to my channel, you know here for the stories. Go ahead, click the subscribe button and, of course, the bell, and you'll never miss an update. Mzansi EFF leader Julius Malema has joined scores of South Africans who have flooded social media with tributes to Keenan, aka Forbes, after the rapper was assassinated on Florida Road in Durban on Friday night. Outrage and shock continue to pour in over the murder of the rapper. aka was gunned down alongside his close associates Debello Tips Motsoane while leaving Wish on Florida Road when an unknown suspect opened fire on them. Now, taking to his Instagram to pay tribute to the 35-year-old musician, Julius Malema said his daughter, Cara Forbes, would be taken care of. "Till we meet again, my brother, worry not, your daughter is in capable hands," he wrote. Now, amongst the politicians, leaders who have paid tribute to the legendary hip-hop artist is Fikile Mbalula. Speaking to ENCA, he said he was optimistic that police will crack the case. "We can make speculations, but we know it was a hit. aka was assassinated," he said. "We believe in the capacity of the police to dig deep," and you believe, Fikile, "and get the killers and also why it happened." Taking to Twitter, he wrote, "Keenan was a great talent, a proud South African who loved his country and its people. His music expressed that love and appreciation for our diverse cultures. My deep and sincere condolences are to his family, especially his young daughter, with friends and many of his loyal fans." Now, Mzansi, celebs including Big Zulu, Nasty C, Darlas, and many more have also paid tribute to the star and are reeling over his tragic murder. Now, King of Umzonkongo said, "Bro put me on business class when we flew to Cape Town. It was my first time flying on business class. He used to call me in the middle of the night and start rapping for me. He was always there for me." Now, another Siv Ngezi said, "Killing one of the country's biggest celebs on the busiest street in Durban and knowing you won't get caught. How true is that, Mzansi?" Officially, Selomake Kangube, who was formerly Archie Maruka, said, "We no longer live on borrowed time. Your time can be taken by a pull of a trigger." While Darlas said, "Souls lost, now let the rain pour." Now, another said, "I'm so sorry, brother. That was at Stanley Eno. Super honored to have accomplished my diplomatic duty with my brother, aka at aka Worldwide. Rest easy. We created a masterpiece. My regards to your family of fans. Africa lost a true artist. Long live Mega." Now, received this news while I was mourning my own. It has been extremely tough to process it. Blindsided with no chance at all. It is painful. I celebrate you as a few African MC. You are great and your impact will truly stand the test of time. R.I.P. Keenan, aka Forbes, said Wakazi. Now, the South African government said, "We would like to express our deepest condolences on the untimely passing of hip-hop superstar Keenan Jared Forbes, commonly known as aka. May his soul rest in peace. The Megasi mourns you, Bova, R.I.P. aka." Now, another responded to the South African government. That was Karen Morgan, who said aka didn't die in a car accident or from a sudden illness. He was murdered on a well-lit road in Durban in full view of his friends and the public. This isn't an untimely passing. It's a brazen criminality made possible by the rampant lawlessness enabled by the very same government. Big Zulu also shared his last moments with aka, saying "Ulalagatle Kawalagiti" with heartbroken emojis and RIP. Many more other celebrities like Makadzi, Stone, and Robert Boy shared their memories. Costa Titch also shared a memory with aka. Celebrities like MT as well came out and they shared their memories with aka. Nasty C shared a few clips with aka from back in the day, saying, "You paved the way and gave me fuel to follow. Thank you, bro. You live forever through us, Detective Forbes. Long live Super Mega, long live." Now, for me, Mzansi, I like the fact that he didn't say RIP because, aka didn't ask to rest in peace. He didn't want to rest in peace. He was cornered like the coward that killer was, and he even had no chance to fight back. He didn't even have a chance to assimilate, understand, comprehend, or even grasp what just had happened to him. 1 minute he was alive and 1 minute he was gone. Now, with this politicians, I mean, like, come on now, this is what they're good at. You know, South Africans says, oh no, we unite and all of that stuff. South Africans unite when it is death. When somebody's still alive, there's no unity. It's always unity when someone dies. It's like, you know, we wait for someone's death so we can unite and all that shenanigans. And as for these politicians, it's always what they do. They campaign for themselves. Now, AKA was a staunch supporter of the ANC, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and then standing in front of the cameras and telling everybody, oh, we came to AKA's house to mourn. Like, seriously, do it in private and just get the police to do their work, because this one, the public will solve. And I know there's a lot of people that get really touchy-feely when people share their thoughts of what they think had happened based on those graphics that we saw, that CCTV footage. But let me tell you something. The United States, if you can look at the case of that girl, I forgot what her name was, that was taken by the Cabo six of her friends who took her to Cabo in Mexico, and they went and murdered her there because they took her away from her hometown where no one would fight for her. And then they told the authorities that she had had alcohol poisoning when in fact they actually killed her. So basically the public solved that one. TikTokers did their own theories, YouTubers, American YouTubers did their own theories, and now the case is coming to a conclusion because of that. And that puts pressure on the government, that puts pressure on the policing system, that puts pressure on the law, the authorities, or whatever the higher powers that may be that need to make this happen, to make sure that the case is solved. So when people keep quiet about it, then the case will die down. Something else will come up next week, and then it will just be shoved back in the rug and be like something that was never so solved, and it's now cold. So make sure to share and, you know, share your theories, share your thoughts, because whether we like it or not, you know, people that were around AKA at that current moment are the first people that need to be, you know, asked questions. And it's always the case, you know, it's the first people that are asked that have to be ruled out is your friends that were with you at the time, that were moving with you at the time. And if they can be ruled out, then your family is the next. And as heart-aching, as hard, you know, as sore as that may sound, that is how the law works. Then your close family and friends need to be questioned. And somewhere along that line, somebody will say something that will lead them to the killers. So if you want justice eventually in South Africa, then start with this one, because there is so much evidence with this one. I know there is a lot of people that have been gunned down. Senzo Mayor was gunned down, but there's no film, there's no you know, video that you know, showed what had happened at Senzo Mayor's house. It was just those people that were at that house, and we have to go by their word. But with this one, and also with the DJ Somebody's one, there is you know, especially this one, there is proof for everyone to see of what happened during AKA's last moments, and an unmasked man who came up to him and shot him in the head. I don't even think his friend Tibbs was supposed to die. I really think he was shot by mistake, especially because there was a man who was wearing black, who looks like he was the bodyguard, who ran to the car and ran back again and started shooting. That might have happened, and might have shot the bodyguard, Tibbs, by mistake. This was supposed to be an AKA hit and not Tibbs. May both their souls rest in peace. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You know I love to hear from you, but for now, you know I will bring you the updates hot, just the way you like it.